As of February 20th in Ukraine, there are updates across a lot of the front line. They are at Terny in the North Donetsk region, Pryyutne in the eastern Zaporizhia region, and at Verbo a few miles west of there. The news at Terny is that the Russians began launching several attacks aimed towards the northwest of the town in order to block Ukrainian supply routes running by this lake and create a choke point for Ukrainian troops in the center at this bridge. The Ukrainians quickly realized what was happening and began moving assault brigades past the lake north and reinforced their troops already stationed there. The Russians in the area were counting on a quick storm attack that would get them to the lake shore quickly. As a result of the Ukrainian reaction, the Russian attack faltered and they retreated back to their current line of defense. The Russians did, however, have a bit more success at Pryyutne. North of the town, the Russians wanted to exploit a possible vulnerability in Ukrainian defense here. During the night, Russian Special Forces operators snuck through the small creek here and began scoping out the locations of Ukrainian defenses in these trees and fields. A few hours later, they conducted an armored vehicle attack after hitting a few of the Ukrainian positions with artillery. Surprisingly, the Russians quickly advanced after the Ukrainians lost ammunition and a few soldiers. The fighting reached this second creek before stabilizing, allowing the Ukrainians to dig in at better positions. At Verbo, the Ukrainians are facing a shortage of artillery shells, as well as a combined arms Russian offensive from the south. The Ukrainians decided to deploy 4 brigades totaling 10,000 troops on the Russian flank north of Verbo, in the hopes of forcing Russian troop movement there. They attacked along a 2-mile stretch of the line of contact north of the village, but did not succeed in advancing much further than one field, before having to scale the assault down after a brutal artillery counterattack by Russian forces, who were expectant of such an attack in the area. The attack did succeed in bringing in more Russian artillery systems in the area, and the Ukrainians were able to launch a drone attack that took out 2 Russian artillery positions. However, their artillery advantage in the area still remains.